Hey guys, and welcome, welcome to our next playthrough for the series we will be doing. And as I'm sure y'all will have judged by the title, it will be the final game for the Arkham saga of games. And for those of y'all who watched my video originally, well, what I was talking about then happened, and it got copyrighted for that song that plays at the start of the game. So instead of trying to fight getting the copyright repealed and lifted, I figured it would just have been easier just to remake that first video, and I did. Then as I was looking through my other footage, um, I'd done something in the settings, and there was some background noise. So, and then I looked through even more of my footage, and it was present in all of those as well. So after contemplating if I truly wanted to start from scratch, and I did, once I finally realized that it would have been shoddy and just awful, I went ahead and started over. So yay. But as of this recording and this video, I've completed the main game and all DLCs.
This
So
is how it happened.
something for you guys to look
This
forward to, though.
is how the
Just got to get the
Batman
voiceover
died.
done. You guys can enjoy the opening cutscene.
9 months ago, Joker was cremated. I pressed the button and burnt the evil bastard myself. And then, we waited. Gotham braced itself for the inevitable power struggle. But it didn't come. Crime actually fell. Deep down, I knew war was coming. I was just waiting for someone to pull the trigger.
So, yeah, and this time we won't be spending as long in the diner as we did originally.
Thanks.
I'll kind
No
of just,
problem.
very quickly kind of show
Oh,
all the
thanks,
little
honey.
things that, we can look forward to. As y'all can
So,
see there,
what'll it be? Your usual?
the
Sure.
missing person
Chicken
poster for
salad
Henry
with
Adams.
No dressing.
No, you know what? Make it waffles. With a side of bacon. Don't tell my
Over
wife.
there,
Whatever you say,
I was
officer.
trying to see where the guy in the green
Oh, and if
shirt
you want some
would
more coffee,
come
just shout.
from. The you know just
Next service, waffles with
sees
bacon on
that
the side.
sees that an officer is here, and there's a guy apparently in the
Hey, I'm sorry
corner
to interrupt your
booth,
dinner, Officer,
causing trouble.
Owens. There's a guy
And he
smoking
thinks
over there
that
in the corner
Officer
booth.
Owen, it should be his problem now that he's
Wait
done
here.
his civic
I'll have a
duty and tattletaled on the guy in the corner. But yeah, as always, there's there on the newspaper, the Wayne Enterprises pledges 300 million to rebuild the Arkham City site. There on the news as well. And over here on the billboard, get some images of some of the people and places we'll hear more about as the game goes on. And of course, the scarecrows and the bats and the two deceased individuals. you know, just subtly foreshadowing on the arcing story throughout the for the main game. And there, more missing persons, Miss Bell.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
You know, I wonder what that guy was smoking, and if he was, it was some truly incredible stuff. Whatever he was, smoking. And yeah, and the same as last time, guys. There's two little outcomes for this little opening part. You can either use your firearm or not, and it doesn't really change a whole lot. But there is dialogue that if you do use it or not. So it's there. They didn't have to put it in, but they did.
This demonstration used just 5 ounces of my latest toxin. Tomorrow, this will seem like child's play. Gotham, this is your only warning.
So yeah, it sounds like the good Dr. Crane is up to his usual theatrics and tricks,
Next bus!
trying to scare everyone into leaving the city, all the normal people, I suppose.
Scarecrow's threat worked. Yesterday, there were 6.3 million people in Gotham City. Today, not so many.
So yeah, so we got 6.3 million people left the city in 24 hours.
The only people left on the streets are the sort that enjoy the chaos.
Gotham's finest.
Scum. Criminals. And worse. Not enough good people left to stop them.
I mean, all things considered, it's rather impressive that they got that many people out in such quick time.
It took just 24 hours for us to lose control of the city. Tonight, Gotham's relying on one man to save us all.
But yeah, there, we see, Penguin and Two-Face, and sadly though, if we go to that exact spot where they were on the map, they will not be there. Surprise, surprise. Suppose they just spawn off to wherever, they're supposed to be for the main story. Or, yes, Penguin for main story, and Two-Face for his side mission. And there, now that we're no longer under risk of hopefully getting copyrighted for that opening song. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna limit my enjoyment and and cut out all the music. So yeah, and same as last time, we'll just go ahead and get some of these early side missions started.
Alfred, I've discovered a mutilated body. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
And we got 3 areas on the victim we have to scan. Here's our first one.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect.
Find our second one there.
A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads, Ophelia.
And our third one right there.
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
And I'm pretty sure, guys, and please, leave your thoughts on this in the comments. But I'm pretty sure, barring gameplay mechanics and all of that, and but I'm pretty sure, you could complete that side mission very early into the game. Because once you're able to go to the other 2 islands, I'm pretty sure, that side mission progresses rather quickly, and I just think that once you're able to get to the other 3 to the other 2 islands, you can find all of the chained up bodies. At least I'm pretty sure it's because you're not very far into the main story before you get access to the other 2 islands, and I'm pretty sure, at least canonically, that that the Perfect Crime side mission is probably one of the first side missions that get completed, because of how quickly you get access to be able to at least go to the other 2 islands. And of course, though, from the narrative story limitations keeps you from being able to complete that side mission as quickly as you probably could. But it's as far as finding all the bodies go, you can find all the bodies in that side mission really quickly. I mean, it's really quickly how fast you can find those bodies. But that's just my opinion on that side mission and the loosely canon events of the game. We don't know precisely the canon events of what happens in what order.
Alfred, I found another body. The mutilation pattern looks to be identical to the previous murder victim.
Then it appears Gotham does indeed have a serial killer in its midst. And here I was thinking this evening couldn't get any worse.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers.
For all we know, from a lore perspective, all the bridges, could be accessible.
Scar tissue on the upper arm.
And the only reason they're not is, for it's just for gameplay reasons.
Among inmates at Blackgate
And
Penitentiary.
and as in all
a small
games,
group of racketeers known as the
there are some gameplay features might only be there for the
Remnants of a
challenge and not
pacemaker fitted through the right
be
ventricle. If I
100%
cross-reference the
accurate
manufacturer with the pacing method,
to the
it'll
I
help you
guess
narrow
the
the
lore
search.
accurateness of the events of the game.
Clear signs of bone deformation on the victim's knee. Joint line sclerosis points to juvenile arthritis, a rare and debilitating condition.
But
Alfred,
like
I've ID'd
I'm
the
pretty
victim
sure
as
one
Franklin
thing though that
Buckhargen.
everyone
His
could
records are a
probably
litany of
agree on.
drug-related offenses, sir. In
The
and out of
one
prison from an
side
early age.
mission that
He was serving a 20-year
Batman
sentence at
completes
Blackgate before being released
last,
early on grounds of ill health due
and
to
I'm
a
pretty
heart
sure
condition. Moved to Little
everyone
Rock,
would agree
Arkansas,
on
which is
this.
where he was reported
And
missing.
Another person taken from
just from
outside
the
the Gotham area.
gameplay, for the
A significant
dialogue,
detail, sir.
and how the
So are these
dialogue
words
that
written
plays
beside the
after
bodies.
you complete that
Try and
side
find a connection
mission
between the
kind
two
of
victims I've found,
reinforces
Alfred. There
this.
has to be something linking
But I'm
them
pretty
together.
sure, like,
I'll try my best, sir.
everyone's favorite side mission, the Riddler, is the last side mission that gets completed in the game. I'm pretty sure of it, and I'm almost positive everyone else who's played this game would probably agree with that assessment as well. But if you disagree or have a different opinion, do please leave it down below in the comments and let me know. I'd like to read it. And here's another long one. Gotta rescue Station 17 firefighters. Here's our one of two for the first island. At least for this point in the main story.
Batman. God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. Rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
And that's another thing as well. It's like it's very easy to tell which missions are like side missions are, their progression is locked behind like main story progression. The firefighter side mission, that's one of them that is locked behind main story progression. Riddler's side mission is locked behind main story progression. And I'm pretty sure Firefly's side mission is locked behind main story progression. I don't think Heir to the Cow side mission is locked behind main story progression. Or if it is, it's only loosely tied to main story progression. And all the militia side missions, those ones are all tied to main story progression. But just as long as you're making progress in the main story, those side missions will continue. So those ones are probably the easiest to progress. And here, as I'm sure you guys can tell, I don't know what it was. Don't know what I was doing wrong. But I just could not get the correct angle to break that stupid wooden wall and get that daggum Riddler trophy. So that's what I've been doing these past few minutes while talking about side missions. But anyway, the Creature of the Night side mission, that one is also tied to main story progression. And here, I'm just getting frustrated, and I'm pretty sure I give up on that one for the time being. Yeah, I did. But Yeah, and and there's of course there's a few more side missions that only unlock once you're like at the midway point or a little way past the midway point in the game. And those are really easy and short, and they don't take much time. But yeah, those ones only unlock once you're like midway through the game, a little over midway. Yeah, and over here we find our two of two firefighters, at least for this point in the main story. There will be others we find on this island, but once again, main story progression. You know, got to continue the main story.
Thank you. I thought I was dead for sure. Those animals.
Think. What do you remember about the attack?
The chief had us heading back into the city, searching for civilians. He said we weren't leaving anyone behind, and then from nowhere, this fireball or something slammed into us. I must have blacked out. Next thing I know, one of these psychos is stubbing a cigarette out on me. You found the others? What about the chief?
I'm still looking. Wait here. I'll arrange for you to be taken to safety.
So yeah. Oh, and the gun runners side mission and Two-Face Bandit is also tied, to main story progression as well. The Two-Face Bandit one is less so tied to main story because once you unlock the first um, option for that side mission, you can just complete that side mission in its entirety really, really quickly as soon as it becomes available. But yeah, with that early bit of side mission progression, we make our way back to GCPD and have a word with the commissioner.
I'm just glad you made it out okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Stay safe, Barbara. You still know how to make an entrance.
How's the evacuation going?
Last bus crossed the city limits an hour ago. I'm just glad my little girl got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on Scarecrow?
We were tracking an unknown military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip. With the evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city.
If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a chemical weapon in Gotham?
I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
All units, we've got a 1033 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247. Suspected officer down.
Hey, Batman. Every damn time.
Oracle, I need the location of Unit 247.
Already working on it. How's my dad doing?
He's holding up.
Somehow he always does. Okay, I'm sending through the squad car's location. Be careful. It's not looking good out there.
So yeah, and there we unlock Oracle's bio, and and I find it just really funny though. I mean, we all know what Jim was gonna ask Bats to do. He was gonna ask him if he could find the missing patrol car. We all know that's exactly what he was gonna ask Bats to do. And here, guys, same as the first two games. If you guys want to either reread or just refamiliarize yourself with all the characters, of course, you guys can pause to read. And when we unlock more of the Gotham City stories, you guys, of course, as always, can pause to read those. And, the last one we have is for Dr. Crane. We'll be getting to him so much more. But yeah, with, doing things a little out of order. We got, all the side, some of the available side missions done. We collected a few of Riddler's trophies, and now we will be getting to what would be the first, bit of combat in the game. I suppose from the narrative story perspective, this would be the first bit of combat. There, I just completely whiffed the aerial attack I was going to do on that guy. But, we found the missing officer, and we, saved him from getting ganged up on.
I thought they were gonna kill me.
It looks like we have a runaway vehicle that just tried to run Batman and a police
I'll
officer.
send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
We really should go and give that man a ticket and pull him over and put him in cuffs. And I bet you our car is better than his.
Oracle, I need to track that military vehicle.
A squad car has picked up the pursuit. I'm relaying its location now.
A nice little camera view of the Batmobile. But yeah, we got a runaway car we have to, we have to convince them to pull over.
Golf Oscar 5-6, this is Commissioner Gordon. I'm calling off the pursuit. It's too dangerous.
Sir, we're right here. We can take these bastards. What the? They just fired an RPG at us. Who the hell are these guys?
5-6, pull back now. That's an order. Let Batman deal with this.
5-6 has taken a direct hit from an RPG. They're gone, sir.
Tim, please, Batman, you've got to stop them.
Don't worry, Tim. He's mine.
So yeah, with us now in pursuit, they took out the pursuing officers. So now these boys have done made it personal. So we gotta stop
that. Takes care of the vehicle. I need to interrogate the driver and find out what he knows.
So with them come to a stop and just get rid of the level up on the screen. Let's see what this boy has to say.
Where's Scarecrow?
Go to hell.
Where is he?
I got nothing to say to you, Batman.
Talk, or I'll crush every bone in your body.
Okay. He's working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know.
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other one.
The man got lucky. He tried to run over Batman and an officer. He took out said officers with an RPG. And all Bats does is break his wrist.
Check the chemical analysis I've just uploaded.
Sure.
I think he got off lucky.
Is this what I think it is?
Scarecrow's new toxin. An uncontaminated sample.
You're not kidding. I'll prepare a full chemical breakdown on the Bat computer. What are you going to do?
Scarecrow's got a safe house nearby. I'm going to pay him a visit.
Let's hope this is the break we've been waiting for.
That, we asked Barbara to, begin a breakdown for us.
This is the place.
Well,
I should check the penthouse on the top
go
floor.
look for Scarecrow at his safe house. Yes.
Keep her in there. Till we get the
Guards.
order to gas her.
Do your worst. The boredom is killing me.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get what's coming to you when we're good and ready. Why do we have to wait? We could give her a dose now. Be my guest. I'll tell Scarecrow it was your idea. I was just joking. Didn't sound like a joke. What, you think I want him to know I was going against orders? Have you seen him? Yeah, up close. He's done something to his face, hasn't he? Looks like he's taken a knife and cut chunks out of it. Rumor is he got his face torn off by some freak called Killer Croc. Really? Looks deliberate to me. Yeah, well, I guess he figured he should look the part. You know, like a scarecrow. That's messed up, man. And speaking of messed up, why is she here?
I'm here because your boss has an inferiority complex. After all, he's only human.
Nobody asked you, freak. They offered her the chance to join. She said no. Scarecrow's gonna use her as his new lab rat. Pamela Isley. Able to control plants with her mind. Really?
Stick around and maybe you'll find out.
I've seen it with my own eyes. One of the guys who brought her got torn in two by some giant tentacle.
You make it sound so crass. It was beautiful.
Man, what's wrong with this city? It's just full of freaks. You are not wrong. Check compressor 5. We need to be ready to go when we get the order.
So yeah, it sounds like, from the sounds of it, Dr. Isley has, you know, done something to annoy Scarecrow. And it looks like, you know, they're, you know, planning to do something that she would disagree with. Presumably with, you know, with that firearm that one of the guards next to her was holding. So, you know, I guess we should save her. But first, you know, gotta take out the guys out front. And how the guys on the inside don't hear us beating the living crap out of their friends will forever be one of those developer mysteries. Only the devs. And it's been like 10 years since this game was made, and I don't think any of them would remember. But anyway, with the boys outside taken care of, we can go save Ivy now.
Look who it is.
Yo, yay,
I can't
we
say I'm
took
surprised.
out the right guy that time.
You should really review.
Took out the guy with the gun. It only took 3 attempts to get that right. Gosh, that took more tries than it should in the recording
Something tells me
process.
this wasn't part of the plan. Well, that's made things a little more interesting.
Sir, it's Batman. He's here.
Were you expecting to find me, Batman? I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Take a look at the chamber. I want you to know the fear that is coming.
Listen up, Bat Freak. We're walking out of here, nice and slow. You try anything stupid, I'll blow her brains out.
Charming. But only one of us is getting out of this cell.
No! No! No!
Nothing like a little natural immunity.
Yeah, so, yeah, sounds like Ivy is immune to Scarecrow's toxin. We'll have to file that away for later. It could be useful.
What are you doing here?
Why did Scarecrow lock you up?
No hello?
Tell me.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
It started with a meeting.
What meeting?
Everyone was there. Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, even poor Harley. Scarecrow said he had a plan. That together we could take you out, and Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
I believe that was the idea. I told him that I wasn't interested in his pathetic human games. And when I came to, I was locked up in that room. It's such a shame that his vile toxin has no effect on me. Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
You know, even if Ivy did get away here, we all know where she'd go.
You're coming with me.
You only had to ask.
She'd go right to the botanical gardens. We all know this.
What's wrong?
You know, that's destruction of private property, man. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Go, go, go!
We've got the target, sir. He's cornered. Don't move.
Are you sure it's him?
Confirmed. It's Batman.
Sir, that tank they have backing them up is unmanned.
Good.
I thought this would be tough. All it took was one tank.
And we brought an army to take you on. What a waste. This is it, boys. What everyone's afraid of.
You know, you boys hear what happened to the last guys who pointed guns at Batman happened to win? Well, it doesn't matter.
60mm cannon operational.
That was before the tank. Now I've got a tank.
Riot suppressor engaged.
Yo, y'all's not. Yo.
Batman, I've spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving through Chinatown. They'll be there any second.
Just to make sure when those boys wake up that, their vehicle is destroyed and they have to walk back to wherever it was that they left from. And seeing as how we are nearing the end of this episode, guys, for the second time, I've been your host, the Gaming Dragon. And if you guys have enjoyed or liked this episode, please, leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. And y'all know where the like button is. And if y'all want to stay up to date on this series or any future videos by me, you know where the subscribe button is. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. And I will leave y'all with what remains of
We need to leave.
this
Master
episode.
Understatement as ever.
And I hope to see you guys in the next episode.
Alright, I need to know where those tanks are coming from.
I'm tracking several transport helicopters moving into the city. There are more on the way.
Activate the Batmobile weapon diagnostics. It's time to go to war.